Can't help myself. And this is why. There is a double just off to the left of the main. Anyway, obviously I'm on my morning walk. I'll be in the bush later. Nothing too glamorous about this. We've got the highway just to the right of us. This is just a shortcut to where I want to go. And also I'm enjoying so far, I haven't put any sand or grit or crap up into the chain, so I've been riding quietly. Talking of the chain, I've been doing a lot of really horrid mud and crappy rides, and I've had to service the bike every time, and I'm starting to hear little hints of chain noise. So the other day I ordered 2 new chains, and within a couple of hours I had a tracking number, so they're already in. So that was interesting. They are coming from Australia, so hopefully by next Friday they'll be here, and then I'll compare the link size and wear and all that to the chain it's on. You may remember, if you've seen the other videos where I mentioned the previous bike, that I got to 22,000 kilometres and it still had the original cassette on, but I'd put 3 chains across it, and that's my tactic for this one also. As soon as the chain looks a bit dodgy, it goes. I'd rather change it than the cassette. And while we're plodding along, I may as well mention the GoPro. Obviously it's recording, it's strapped to my chest. Those of you that have never used one, quick run through. It records. When I'm finished, I then have to transfer the data to the phone. There's a GoPro app that you transfer it to. You can do editing and other stuff in that, although I've never found that editing satisfactory. So I then transfer it from that app to the gallery on the phone, and then I do touch-up editing, just splicing back together the pieces that came from the GoPro. Because what happens when it transfers data from the GoPro, it breaks it up into 8-minute and 51-second packages, and then you have to stitch it back together. A little bit lumpy, a bit sandy. And I've got another little creek crossing down here. Washways and ruts. Oh, another quick thing, the new brake pads on the rear, it did take 20 kilometres to bed them in. Now they're gripping like absolute crazy. and that's got a good flow to it, although I can still see bottom. Yeah, we'll go through this just off to the side of that hole. Keeping the speed down so I don't flick too much garbage up into the chain. Oh, this morning I checked this distance, I've got 4,700 on it. Today I'll do 85, 90, maybe 100. Depends if I get caught on tracks that are boggy and I'm working my rear off. Anyway, I'll get back to you when I get down to my next point. And now for something different, folks. So this is the new bridge. And where we were riding was the old road, heading down to the old timber, narrow, flood-prone bridge. Hence why they built the new one. It's been open about a year. And as most of you would have guessed already, I tend to stick my nose in to have a look at things all over the place. Oh, now we're going in the direction the water travels. So if you can see, there's a handrail here, and on the other end it's blocked off. I'm assuming that's for OH&S reasons for when it's flooding. I can't think of any other reason why they do that. And we're about to go bush up here. We'll have natural to our left and we'll have pine to our right. So we are in eco, and if you're observant you would have noticed I mindlessly clicked the power setting to off, and once I realised that I clicked it back on. Go for the rest of my day, trust me. So let's see what bird song we get down through here. So we've got cicadas. Also got to admit, it's been a strange old summer for snakes. I've only seen one. And I do like to see them. Let's spend some battery. I just jumped the tour. So we're holding 31 kilometres an hour, so really no point in me pedalling. Oh, down to 25. Again, we're up around 28, so I've gone beyond power assist. Let's go the middle. It's the shallowest, but also can be a little bit dodgy and slippery. Anyway, it's much of a muchness from here on. Catch her. I didn't expect to get across this one, but it's just a little bit deep on the other side, but I can walk it. Just avoid there, that gets deep, that'll be over the motor. That'll be halfway up the motor, but here's okay. So, let's cross. I might as well pick the back up now. Ooh. And move the pedal out of the way. Tell you what, there's some good current going through there. It's trying to move the front wheel. Oh, there we go. And shake a bit off. Oh, this is one of my favourite crossings. Rightio, so we're on Eco. I'll pop up to, I didn't really change gears, so I've gone up to active. That should compensate for me being in the wrong gear. Oh, wheel spin. Okay, drop back to tour. trying to pick tracks where I avoid going through muddy, dirty water. Scrubbing the bike every time I get home. Yeah. Although, to be honest, I do torture the bike. We've just gone back to Eco. I do torture the bike, so it's fair that I maintain it and look after it. Oh, here we go. How clean is this? Yeah, it's fairly clean. I can see the bottom. Go on this one. Yeah, the feet are going under, but mode is well clear. Again, keep the speed down so I don't flick garbage up through the chain. Back up the tour. As I've said before, sometimes it's easier than changing gears. Oh, a little bit of gunk in the front brake. You can no doubt hear it. Right, brake on, see if you can hear it, and the back brake. It's also nice to see some dry track. Anyway folks, I'll get back to you if I find something I feel is interesting. Catch ya. Anyway, they've just reopened this part of this road. It was closed for reconstruction. That's all new. It was just an old pipe underneath the dirt. Anyway, we've done 80 kilometres. I'm enjoying the rest. Oh. Okay, so this will cope with the floods. Very good. So, 80 kilometres, most of that's been on dirt. Still no drivetrain noise because I avoided going through too much wet areas. So I'm very happy with this. We're about 30 kilometres from home. And just up the top of this crest is a couple of 100 metres from that bridge we went under. So we've done a big loop out the back into the forest. Now I'm going to head home. So what, we'll end up around 110 kilometres. Add that to yesterday's. I did 85 k's yesterday, although it was a mongrel. Oh my goodness. It was the track that I knew was washed out. It was soft, it was soggy, it was rough. There were washaways, there were everything, fallen trees. It was the lot. It really knocked me around. Sort of, my left wrist is still a bit sore from yesterday. It was rough. Anyway, Been a good ride today, plenty of brumbies. Holy moly, folks. There was one herd, there was well over 25 horses in the one herd. And within a 2 kilometre radius of that herd, there were several other small herds, so it would have been a good 30 to 40 horses easily. So they're not shy about breeding. Anyway, that's the summary done. Good ride. Catch ya.